Bangor Mall, and city officials continues with both parties releasing public statements surrounding current conditions at the mall and who is responsible for fixing what.
Marlia Clipston has the latest.
New York-based property group Namdar, who currently owns Bangor Mall, says they have made substantial progress addressing necessary repairs following last month's hearing. According to Namdar, the repairs to the roof, including leaks and interior ceiling tile damage, have been successfully completed. However, city officials dispute this claim, showing photos taken Wednesday of buckets on the ground catching water, as well as the mall manager confirming that the interior roof is not done. Bangor officials say the mall is responsible for ruptured sewer lines, which leaked into private property and a nearby river. Namdar says this damage preceded their ownership of the Bangor Mall, with a significant portion of the damage being off their property, calling for the responsibility to repair to fall on the city. The city says the sewer lines serve the mall, so the responsibility remains on Namdar. The city has also expressed concerns that the mall sign near Hogan Road has yet to be fixed. The judge on this case has not issued a ruling yet.